Poperinge is a hop town, and it really is the centre of the Belgian hop industry. And so it was important that whilst we were there, we did our best to make sure we sampled some of the local produce. We certainly did that, and we felt that we'd earned it after a good day in the saddle in the pissing rain. The next day, we woke up to clear blue skies. This set a rather nicer scene for the adventure that I'd prepared, riding from Poperinge to Westvelteren, where they brew the famous Westvelteren 12 beer, which I'd never managed to taste before in my life. And from there, after a little munch on some cheese and bread and other Trappist specialities, we rode to Watu, which is the home of St Bernardus. Interestingly, St Bernardus used to brew the Westvelteren beers for the Westvelteren monastery. It was only a couple of decades ago that they brought it all in-house, and when their reputation really started to soar. Quick overview of the route for day 2. We just went straight out to the monastery here, where we stopped for a couple of beers. Then we went on straight down this wiggly line through a load of fields, into and out of Watu, and then it'll hook back on ourselves to go to the brewery and back to Poperinge. A really beautiful circuit.
This is more like it. This is what I thought it was going to be like the whole time yesterday. Not pissing down rain. Here I am on a bike, cycling through hop fields on my way to Westvelteren Brewery to drink the finest beer in the world. Apparently. I've not had it yet.
Well, in an hour we will know.
We will, yes. Some nice cabbages as well, which makes a nice change to hops. Lovely quiet back road. I don't know how you pass someone here. That's how you pass someone. They get out of your way. Even if they're driving an Audi. There appears to be a patch of congestion. Needless to say, Greg and I are in a very happy state right now. We're on our way to St Bernardus now. The wind's picked up a bit. Or maybe it hasn't picked up, but it's no longer behind us. We're going into it. Although the direction must have changed, because wherever it's coming from, there's clearly a lot of cattle or their excrement, which was not the case before. This is pretty much exactly how I envisaged riding Belgium to be. Windy, narrow farm roads, smell of shit. This is the town of Watu, home of the St Bernardus brewery, which apparently has an establishment just outside town. I think to get there we take a left turn here.
The bike infrastructure really was stunning. Even just going out of this fairly small town in the middle of nowhere, we were able to ride on a bike lane. Not a protected bike lane, not a particularly wide bike lane, but still a lane that allowed you to ride separately from the cars. And the cars were driving pretty fast down this road, so it was really nice to have.
I'm just about to capture a lovely grooming scene, but I stopped and the cows started looking at me. They're going back to it now. Here comes a car. I feel like whatever the speed limit is along here, he was going faster than that. Some lovely licking going on here. Must be very satisfying if you've got an itchy tongue to lick the backside of a cow. It's getting a bit closer to the naughty bits actually. I feel like we should leave them to it. We're just approaching the brewery and we've got that malty smell that you get from breweries. It's a bit like dog food. Coming straight, the wind's coming right into our face right now, so the smell of the brewery is really coming towards us. But also these fields have clearly recently been fertilised, or there's some cows somewhere, because the brewery smell is just punctuated by this nostril searing aroma of cow shite or manure. Really makes you feel like you're somewhere rural, which I guess we are. And then some hops that are currently halfway through being picked. So, not going to be in any beers that we taste today. But since you can buy St Bernardus all around the world, maybe if I buy one in a year's time, I'll be able to drink from some hops that I've ridden past, which is, I guess, kind of exciting. Yeah, I'm being thanked for not driving too quickly. Here we are. What a magnificent structure it is. It's just up there. Big steel thing. I hope there's a lift. I don't fancy all those stairs. Seems like there's a lot of people here. Hopefully they can squeeze us in. Check that we're clear. We are clear. There must be a bike rack. There's always a bike rack. There we go.
St Bernardus was a really slick operation, and we enjoyed tasting our way through the menu there. It was actually here that we discovered the difference between the tap beers and the bottled beers of the same type. We put this down to the carbonation being lost through pouring process through the tap. Either way, it didn't really matter to us. It was still delicious beer, and I enjoyed it with a delicious lamb's tongue, whereas Greg had a bowl of chips with a side of stew.
We're just outside Poitou, where we've cycled from, at what I can only describe as the Belgian equivalent for beer of an Australian cellar door for wine. It's the first time I've been to one like this for beer. I think it's a great idea. We're just going to head back to Poperinge. The wind has really picked up now, so we want to get back before we get blown over. We're going to have it mostly behind us, but there's a bit of here and there. So yeah. Tell us about that noise, Greg.
So what I don't understand is this wasn't making this noise for the first 3/4 of yesterday.
Yeah, and maybe you just couldn't hear it yesterday because the chain was wet.
And the rain and everything.
Yeah, and it was freshly lubed, and also your pannier bag was maybe blocking out some of the noise.
Oh.
But it's very noticeable today. Got some traffic ahead of us, and I'm accusing them of cheating. Now I want to pass them. Oh, cheers! It's a drinking bus. A drinking bus. Oh, they're yeah. Oh, hello.
You want a little bit milk of the cow?
10 euros.
Taste.
A little bit.
Okay, but did you have to floor the
There we
milk?
go. I got it.
It's milk.
Wat vonden we?
Hey, how about that? I didn't want you to be a space behind the carriage.
A little bit.
Here we go. Look at that. Cheers.
1, 2, 3.
Habla!
Ah,
Yeah!
salud.
Pretty.
You're good.
And you say something with that.
Yes, hard work, isn't it?
Come here. Oh,
Hey!
you didn't say something. Again.
Can I give you my basura?
Just a little bit.
No, gracias.
You don't like
Can I give you
it?
that?
We have also white and red wine.
It's okay, I have to
White
travel.
and red.
Come from Skippiland.
See, yeah, kangaroos, yeah. All right. Have a great journey. Have a nice day. Adios. Hasta luego.
Believe it or not, nothing happened that day that quite matched the extraordinary nature of that experience. We cycled back into town, we had some showers, we went out for a bite to eat, and came back to our hotel where we availed ourselves of the honesty bar, and we were very honest in that respect. We did try to stay restrained because we had a big day coming up the next day, riding through what turned out to be the Belgian Alps. That said, I think it's fair to say we didn't lose sight of the reason that we were there.
He's very easy drinking for a 10-minute beer.